this Monday. I know I have not been on YouTube for so long. This is my first day back. Well, my first day back as it is, doing a video for you guys and a live thing. So, as you may know, I have not been on for quite some time because there was a lot of ups and downs for me. I did have open heart surgery on September 15th of last of the year. It's been a ongoing process with everything and trying to get back in routine of things and getting back on the broadcasting era. So this is basically today. We are going to work on some couple stuff. I know that I have not been on. I've been really just trying to get back in the swing of doing my videos and racing and Fortnite and all that stuff that plays out with that. But we are going to do a battle royale or battle lab, I guess, for as you could say that I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's been a fun journey with you guys on this channel, and I'm sorry if I have not been on. I just been kind of out of it a little bit, but I'm not doing that to you guys. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just abandoning you guys. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do on this channel. So I really don't want to start off that new year with that. So, but yeah, so we are going to work on different videos. Like I said, we are going to get some new games that we are going to play. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do that and scheduling and all that good stuff, and so that we could figure out what we can do with that. So, but NASCAR has not released any new games. I did get NASCAR Rivals on my Switch, but there's not a good turnout for NASCAR though right now, because I haven't heard any good news about it, because Motorsport Games is really just, I think, declining with that, with NASCAR Ignition and all these games that are coming out. It's just not what it plays out to be for a NASCAR game. You know, I grew up with NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup and EA Sports games, but I haven't heard anything prior to that, or any significant thing for those kind of games, because I haven't really, researched it, and so rather than just, trying to figure it all out, because NASCAR doesn't want to step up their game and say, oh, we're going to make a decent game and do what we got to do, and it's like, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of doing a good game when it's just not going to be that good? And so, what's the purpose of that? Like, what I mean by that is, in the scenario of that, what would be, like, what would be the perfect game to do? Like, an actuality kind of game for NASCAR. Do they want to aim for a simulator game? Do they want to aim for a game where it's not going to be all glitchy, be all the problems that we had, and stuff like that? But, I mean, in reality, you're not going to have a good NASCAR game that's going to be the run of a litter. There's nothing that you can do to make a good NASCAR game, like it was back in 2005 era of that. So we want to make it a good impression of these kind of games. And so gotta get some couple guns here. I gotta find a way to yeah, they changed things on Fortnite, man. I'm telling you, it's just like, you know, the fact that, you know, I'm not a big Fortnite guy, but man, they really gotta keep up their game with this stuff. I mean, seriously. So like I said, NASCAR has been aimed for the majority of NASCAR gaming. You know, NASCAR Heat wasn't like a bad game at all. Except for, you know, not a good, racing, you know, it was a good racing game, like I said. It wasn't a bad game, but some of it was glitchy, some of it was kind of... So basically, with NASCAR Ignition, and I see this a lot when you play NASCAR, okay? I see a lot of this. When you're up against a packed racing at Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta, the car is basically going, you know, kind of a direction, and if you press a braking point on a road course or something like that, your car goes ballistic off the track. And if you don't have a setup right, your car is going to go ballistically stupid, which it does periodically in the game. So that's why I have not been playing NASCAR Ignition, because it glitches a lot. There's a lot of, you know, not a good, decent NASCAR game. That is the majority of me playing it. Yeah, the new cars came out, which is good, but it's just, it is not a game where I think I would do good with it. I have won races without doing a video, and I still see it as a bad game. And the majority of us, as NASCAR gamers, we want a good game. Not a glitchy game, not a game where you can't get on the car and draft with somebody, and then they pull away. You know, when I was playing in Daytona, I noticed that the new cars itself, you don't, like, if you go up to them, they just, I don't know, the game just sucks. The game just sucks. You know, you can't go to point A to point B and say, oh, is this a great game, and yada yada yada. The game's still broke. The game is still broke. You can argue all you want about it, but the game still sucks, and it still stands that way. Okay? You know, I've been focusing on, you know, NASCAR Rivals, and I've been kind of playing NASCAR Ignition here and there, but I just don't play it enough. And even in my career, I would just mess up, and it would still be glitchy at some points. There's no, you know, nothing that I could do out of the game, you know, except doing setup and all that stuff. And, you know, even when you're racing against the AI is still going to be there, just flat out wrecking you. You know, they just, like, especially when you're going in a turn and then they just come up on your butt and they start going nonsense on you, and then they start, you know, flat out wrecking you out of nowhere. Like, they do that a lot. And, you know, as there's not a good NASCAR game out there that Motorsports does not want to make. There's not going to be a new game coming out this year or in the year of 2024 or 2025. There's not going to be a game where, okay guys, let's make a good game where it's just going to be good graphics and the tracks are going to be good. It's going to be a great game. No, it's not, because they screw things up. You know, even NASCAR Ignition at that point thought, oh, we're gonna put it out now and yada yada yada. Even when I got the game, it was still laggy, still glitchy. The car sucked, you know, and you might as well just not play it, because it's still broke. And the majority of NASCAR, I don't know. NASCAR for me has died down recently for me, I think. And as a NASCAR fan for more than a decade, you know, it's not fun anymore for me. Honestly, it's not. It's not. Because NASCAR is declining, I think. NASCAR is really declining of the sport. And I'm not just saying that because I feel it. I know it is. You know, even, you know, Fox Sports in, you know, the same... Look, I know that these commentators are really doing a good job making money, but let's face it. Let's face it. Fox Sports really does not have a good interest in it. It doesn't. They don't give us good details about what the car is doing or what the car is doing on the track. Yeah, they say it, but they don't. It's all the same stuff over and over again on Fox Sports. You know what I mean? But I am a NASCAR diehard fan, and I'm always gonna be. But at this point, I don't really know. So I don't, I wish I had more to talk about today, because I am, like, out of it today, guys. I'm sorry if I'm like this. I wish I had more to talk about. My brain's just not all there right now. If I had energy throughout the day, I should have a lot of content for you guys. And I'm just kind of out of it. Yeah, but I'm gonna see Mario today. I heard it's pretty good. It's probably gonna be one of the best movies I think out there as a Mario fan, so I grew up with Mario.